Good morning. I'm here to show you what I did this summer. I did a lot of experimenting. Nothing turned out the way it was supposed to, but it was fun doing all the experiments that I did. I started off doing some experiments with paper making. And with this one, this paper is made from corn husks. And I'm telling you, it was quite the process. And what I learned from this was I'm never making paper again. It was just way too labor intensive. This paper is made from iris leaves, and some of it has some flower petals in it, some marigold leaves in it. And it's just, I'm not good at paper making. It's a real art. You need to, none of this paper is the same thickness. Some of it is too thick, some of it is too thin. But I certainly learnt mostly what not to do. But I'm not going to do this again. It was just way too labor intensive. So that was my first experiment this summer. And then I also did this is always an experiment. This was some eco prints that I did this summer. This is the whole stack of what I did on all sorts of paper. Copy paper, ledger paper, deli paper, onion skin, wallpaper, liner, and these are just a few examples. This was on regular copy paper. This one I put some kind of flower on here. I didn't get any color from the flower, but I got a shape. And this one, I think I put some flowers on here. These are beech leaves, which I love how they turn out, but I must have put some flowers on there because that's where all this orangey color came from. Again, with this, I think this is the wallpaper liner. This is just a piece of deli paper. Another piece of deli paper. This one was in a bath with cochineal in the water and maybe some iron. This got some nice color. The beech leaves leave a lot of nice color on the paper. And this is on an old letterhead. Again, old letterhead, really nice color from the beech leaves, nice color from the maple. And I'm not really sure why this must have been done in the cochineal, and it must have been near the top. And it was just on some old document paper. This one's on some old ledger paper. Another ledger paper. This one, does it open? Nope. And this one was done on some dot matrix paper that I have. One side is white and then the other side is like ledger with lines. It's really nice paper, actually. Just an old book page with some oak leaves. Again, another ledger paper. This is with some beech leaves too, but I didn't get the nice green on this one. And this was just some of the dot matrix paper that I put in the bath. No eco printing on it, just in the bath with the cochineal. And I believe it was also had some iron in the water, or rust. And I'm not sure what made all these little dots on here. This is the wallpaper liner. Nice green on that one. Again, some more with nice green. And this is ink. It transferred from one of the ledger sheets I was doing. I can't remember what kind of a tree that was from, or a bush. And this is deli paper and grape leaves, I believe. This is a really grungy one. It's on the, oh, I think it's on just regular paper, but it was really grungy. I did use an iron blanket on this. These are grape leaves. Just another one on the deli paper. This is very grungy, very dark. Grape leaves on wallpaper liner. More grungy, wallpaper liner, grape leaves. Again, grape leaves. Some Japanese maple, grape leaves. I think that was beech. And this one, it really, the ink really faded on this one, or it bleached or ran or whatever you want to call it. Just regular writing paper. Grape leaves, beech leaves. There's alum in that water, obviously. Grape leaves. This is just, I think it's regular copy paper. Maybe it's a 28 pound. I usually use 32, but occasionally 28. It's more of that letterhead. And this one, I really like this one. It's got a hole in the center there. That must have been where the end of the stem was. So that's just some samples of that. Next, I was experimenting with some felting. So here we have, I just made some tags, some postcards or cards or whatever, just to stick in pockets and stuff. This was just a little one I did with, I did the background, started with roving, did a little embroidery with a stamp from Tisha Moore and Tracy Moore from Cyanotype. It's an old stamp, and there's just on the back just a little writing spot with some papers in there. I'm not very good at embroidery, so it's all very, very simple and very rugged. Another Cyanotype stamp. I like the little curly cues. This one, there's some tiny little hexagons. I think they were 1/2 inch or, I don't know, something. And this is another little Cyanotype stamp. And I just put like a postcard backing on there with a little bit of embroidery around there. Just a little card. Well, it's not really a card, but I don't know what you could use it for. And this one I did, I don't have very good lighting in my house, and I did this one at night, and I did all these, and then the next morning when I looked at it, these are blue. So anyways, these are flowers with blue stems. So a little bit of my eco dyeing under there, some ticking, and a little bit of embroidery on there. It's a little book. This stamp, I don't know if you can see it, this embroidery is another Cyanotype stamp, and I've just made this into a little book. There's a pocket here, and it's just a little notebook. And I put some felt that I made in the center. If you want to put some needles in it, you can put all your notes about your sewing or your needlework. And this is a little needle book. So again, I made the background, embroidered that on there, and it's just a little needle book. There's a pocket here, a pocket here. Put your needles on here. It's just a few pages. And another pocket, and thread. And this is just a little tiny button I made. Wrap it around. Another little booklet I made. Again, another little Cyanotype stamp. And this one's just a little booklet. Don't remember if oh yeah, I did put some felt in the middle for your needles. Again, it's really primitive. And these ones are just in progress. I haven't done anything with them yet. Don't know what I'm doing. I did sew this little label on here. I was maybe going to make a do-si-do type book or whatever these are called. So this is just holding it closed for now. Just some bases. And this is just a big piece that I made to keep it down. Oh, that's just regular felt. And then there's this one. Okay, so that's felting. And, oh, I know, I forgot. Back to the paper. I did some experimenting with cyanotype. And this, I don't know that this one, I did mostly with negatives, and I have to learn how to do my negatives properly. And this one's quite dark, but I kind of like it. And this one was really, really dark, so I put it in a bath of washing soda afterwards to bring it out, and it really faded it down. But it was a passion flower. This one is really, really dark. I did this on papyrus. And I'm going to try it again. It's quite, was a neat negative. I'm going to try it again. This I did on some old paper from 1749 from my German Geographical Lexicon. I kind of like the way that looked. This was a crow. You can't see his eye, but his eye is right there. Again, another crow. And this one has got this blotch here. And I think that was when I put this cyanotype solution on. I got a big drop and I didn't brush it out properly. So I need to learn to put that on. Whoops. Sorry about that. This one again, I used some old negatives. And you really can't see them. This didn't turn out. They're too small. But again, when I painted the solution on, I didn't paint it on properly. So you've got these big stripes, these big blotches. This one I actually really liked. It was one I did with some real flowers, some grasses and some Queen Anne's lace. But the paper I used wasn't very good, so it didn't hold up very well. When I was rinsing it off, I got little rips in it, but I can maybe salvage it for something. And this one wasn't bad. It's, again, Queen Anne's lace. But this is I really have to look more into cyanotypes because I really like it. But it's a process, knowing how long to leave it in the sun and using the correct paper. This one I actually scanned it into my computer and put different things in the background, and it makes some nice pages. Again, this one, not the right type of paper, it ripped. And this one was way too dark. And I had the clips the wrong way, so they're in there. But I can cut up, bits and pieces of it to use on tags or collage or whatever. So there's that. And back to felting. Okay, I made these little bowls. So I made 4 different sizes. I don't know what they're good for. You could put little dry stems in them maybe, or some lightweight stuff. They're really, really light. But I had fun making them. I've got so much more roving. I got a whole huge tub full. So there will be more of these in my future. Lots more. I think this was the first one that I did, because it's the biggest one. I wasn't sure on how much the wool would shrink, so At the moment there's 3 sizes. And the last thing I did was this little book. I saw someone made it. I didn't take the class. I should have taken the class to know how to do it properly, but it's got this little belt, but you can just slide right off. Just my eco prints. This was some handmade paper, and this, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of woven, some of my handmade paper that I wove together. And then it opens up like this, and then these, you open them up counterclockwise. And inside, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got that was an orange little branch or a little leaf from my orange tree, or my lemon tree, sorry, my lemon tree, and I've done a little bit of embroidery around it. And it closes up like that. I had no idea how to put this book together, so I only did the 3 little signatures, I guess you could call them. And this, I just did some, I don't know, string art, I guess you'd call it, inside a circle. I cut the circle out of a camellia leaf and just did, first I cut a bigger circle and then a smaller circle. And the last one in here is a camellia, a little circle that I cut from a camellia leaf. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some embroidery around it. And it closes like that. And the last page, I just put a little pocket in the back. My fingers aren't working very well today. And that's it for today. That's my experiments for this summer. And they were experiments. And I've learned what not to do, what I'm not going to do again. And yeah, that's about it. I think that's all I did this summer. I can't think of anything else. So thanks for watching.